Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all constantly giving me each and every day. It is truly, truly appreciated. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and hitting you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath, they're going through some trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support as always. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. I'm still listening to the same music I was listening to for my first video. It's called Native American Flute of Bamboo and Rain, music to sleep and meditate and relax. 8 hertz black screen. In the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, creating an amazing vision of purpose. Stay on your grind. You end up loving your scenery. Yes, it's just like everybody is going through different changes. You're stepping into a vibration of new, whether it's within yourself, the frequency, everything that's going around is like, it's manifesting in very good ways, even though it may be difficult because you're still trying to find your place. You're starting to get pushed off into different directions within your creativity. Being able to try out new things that's coming to your mind, because there's a lot of people that I know, even within myself, through your meditation or your times of, a lot of times you'll make space out and you see yourself coming to a new idea, and sometimes it make you question, like, oh my God, am I going to do this? Am I just reading in too much or anything like that? And it is just like what my purpose is doing these videos. I truly love, I go through a lot of different things, whether it's negative or positive. It's all about learning experience for me. And I feel like I'm very blessed and grateful for me to be chosen for this purpose that I do. Being able to help so many different people. Everything is being intensified like a lot lately. It's just like I can't be around a whole group of people too much without me getting some kind of insight about them and their past. And I'm like, oh God, please, can you like shut this off right now? I don't need this right now. But just being able to, when I first started this, and I know a lot of people have heard me say this, especially if you've been with me for a long time, it was very scary, going into a spiritual awakening, and then you have all these empathic gifts that you weren't aware of. You knew you were very different, you didn't fit in with a lot of people. It's like you would speak on things and people would really just wouldn't get it, or not being able to turn to somebody and say, I got these things going on. I don't want to be judged. I don't want people to see me as, I don't fell off the wagon of being, Lucy Lulu, just straight crazy, or being misinterpreted, or, not understood about certain things. And it's just like when I went through that journey, and I really didn't have anybody physically to talk to, because it was just like so many things was going on, to where I start seeing the true colors of a lot of different things in my life that it was just hard for me to really digest. And but then when I see that, when I started getting all this different insight from, my families that passed on, my friends that passed on, the guides, God, and, all the different things that they guided me towards to learn about myself, about what my purpose was. I felt like I would never, I know what that felt like, and I never wanted anybody else to know what that felt like. So, allow me to do something that I can truly, truly relate to others on, and that's why I love our community that's building up. You can be able to speak your mind in here. If you see somebody struggling within different things, we're all going through a lot of things that they may feel like a burden to our hearts, our mind, our frequency, and stuff like that. That's why I always tell people, you can, respond to different things. I may not had a chance to respond to them yet. And I don't even get upset when things like that. Like, Roslynn, I don't, I want to overstep my boundaries. I said, that's a community where you're caring about a fellow brother or a sister. They may be going through so many different things right now. If you can give out just kind vibes towards people, like, hey, I can totally relate to the things that you're going through. There's so many different things where, I constantly get comments from y'all saying, Roslynn, it sounds like you're talking directly to me. We're all going through the same thing. We're dealing with hard subjects within our lives that, that was a truth teller. And a lot of times you can choke on that truth, you know what I'm saying? And not want to believe, nah, this ain't my life. No, this, I already knew everything about myself, and then you find out everything was just a mirage. It was just an illusion of what they wanted you to believe. And now you got to unlearn all of what you've been learning, and that's not an easy task, and I really love that, and being able to, want to venture off into other things that, I want to take place in my experience, because this is like not something I thought 4 or 5 years from now I would be doing, but it's just like the times where I can interact with people and, give them some kind of clarity. Like, Roslynn, let me send you a gift. I said, the gift that you can give me is just to know I gave you some kind of peace of mind. I gave you some kind of clarity. I don't like investing in stuff like that where I feel like I'm giving you something, I'm expecting something in return. I don't see blessings like that, because that's not a blessing. Being able to know, I'm like, shoot, I help people. I already know my blessings are coming, but I don't need you giving me anything. This is my purpose. I don't profit off of that. So it's just being able to see the world, within empathic eyes. It's just like you're creating something that is not just going to change your life, but people that you're going to connect with, give them a deeper understanding. Like, I know, what you're going through, just to see all the beauty in the world. Cause it's just like, we got enough that's contributing and going against everything. And it's just like, that's where the real truth teller is. The real change is just being able to undo everything that's been done, or not even really undo what's ever been done, but just being able to create a better life, for everyone. At times I'm like, why can't they just have a planet for everybody that wants to stay negative, and criminals and chomos and all them? You can have them over in their own planet, and you just have ours in peace and harmony. Yeah, it might be boring as hell, but hey, it is what it is, but that's where we can come chiming in at. It's just, people are so quick to say, I can't change. I've been going through this road for so long, I can't change it. I'm like, yes, you can. There's never a time in your life where you can feel like you're old enough to where you know everything, or you learned enough, or you've been going down a certain road or a vibration for so long and you can't switch it up. It's just amazing when you allow yourself to go through that type of vibe. Like, what? I shouldn't be ashamed of anything in my past. My past has taught me so many different things about myself, what I allowed myself to entertain, what I allowed myself to stay focused on, why my vibes were so low, why I just didn't speak good within myself or other people. I always attracted all this, toxic vibrations. And these are the things this is how we truly learn. You're creating that amazing vision with what you want to take place in your life, how you want the power of change that is not going to affect you, just affect you in a positive way, but affect other people that are wanting that same type of situation, and there's so many different things that we're all venturing on. And a lot of times we feel like, how am I going to help somebody else when I'm still struggling? And this, when you're showing somebody, like, you're being very authentic about it. You're like, what, I'm struggling through my times, but I know this is something that's going to guide me towards something I've never expected within my life to take place. And when you're keeping it real, people are like, dang, now I'm glad I ain't the only one who feels this way. And that's why I love being able to tell y'all stuff. I'm just like, I don't have time to be shameful of things. I've been that way where I'm like, an old memory will come up and I was like, oh my God, well, I can't even believe I did that at that age and stuff like that. But it's just, if you didn't go through that, you would never learn the lesson on what not to do. Take notes on the things that you did, in your life. And it's just like knowing you can contribute that to a lot of other people. You just don't know. You can be seen as a blessing to a lot of others that, are needing that type of sensibility that, somebody can really truly relate into that transition, because it's, anybody who's an empath, we feel everything at a deeper level. It's like we can be extra on something. We can be really silly at one time, and we can be very dreadful and sad at other times as well. But just being able to create something that you can, be uplifted out. I've said about different things that, from your facing. And it's just like when you deal with people that are going through, let me try to see your words, because it's like, you get flagged for certain words you're saying. Growing up in a toxic situation where it's called domestic DV, being able to help people in those situations. A lot of times people is always being seen as the woman going through these things, and it's never really the men. And I've connected with people from both ends, you know what I'm saying? And it was just being able to start your life over, seeing a situation like that where you can start up a campaign or start up, to sign a bill where you can probably take to Congress or whatever. Just being able to say every state should have a situation where a family, because a lot of times where you're into these marriages or you're dating or whatever, common law, wherever it is in your state, how y'all do it, you're in a very toxic situation. A lot of those times, the woman doesn't have the job and this man is doing everything, and the money is always being controlled. You probably don't have that much work experience, or if you have worked, it's been a long gap since you've been probably with that person, or that person that, you're working, but they're trying to make sure you're working just enough and getting paid where they're giving you allowance to your own money. I said, the hell you say, all that different stuff, to where they can get into a new trade and being able to be placed in a place where it's non-disclosed. Like, it's just like this with my friends. It's like, there's too many people in this world that are sorry about that, y'all, in connection with these things, and they feel like they can't get out of it. And I wish that, they can be able to, start something like that, for somebody to be able to start their whole life over, and being able to say, okay, this person can have a trade. You can't be disclosing where you're at, there's safety for other people that are in this community, as well as your children or whatever, and just being able to help that person start their whole life back over without being in that situation anymore. And, and that'd be a blessing. People want to start stuff like that. I even see people, especially when I used to watch cable, it's good when you can see that somebody took a choice on, these certain people where they're rebuilding our houses all over again. These people, it's like economics, is really bad right now, where people are still getting a relief check and all that stuff from the pandemic. All these things that, you can be able to, create something that, there's something that you can truly relate to, that you say you never want to be able to see anybody going through that. What it feels like to start off from rock bottom, just to be able to pull yourself into success. And, these are the things, that's how you learn so much about yourself, when it's during that time of struggle, while you're healing, and while you're investing not just within yourself, but the things that that's going to bring you joy. And it's like the people you're going to be connecting with is going to bring them joy as well. So, and then you can like that. And being able to know it's just impacting not yourself, but within the community, or there's different people that are coming in and they're hearing word of mouth about whatever you're contributing to, that you want to be able to help others as well, and that'll be a beautiful thing. It's just like sometimes, when I used to talk on the phone, tell people, I wish they would do this, or, we should start doing something like that, where you can create something to be able to help people out. because there's so many different things that's going on in the world, and we're trying to get to a point where it's not, it's just everything is being heavy right now. And to me, I'm trying to see that as in a positive side, even, a positive side or a view of what's going on when there's so much negativity involved. But it feels like a lot is uncovering on what needs to take place for that initial change. And if I want to say it like that in a positive vibe, a lot of things are very uncomfortable to be able to discuss and stuff like that. But just being able to say, okay, this is the issue, this is the problem. Now tell me how we're gonna fix it. And and this is where that starts off at. You're creating something that you can really say, this is my baby. I've created this when I was down on my luck. I was just trying to see what does it, what within me does it place me to want to do more for this situation or contribute more to something else. Is when you're allowing yourself to go in so many different directions and saying, I want to add this to my life and add that to my life, you're on your grind. And I always tell people, it's like when you finally get there, find a new project that you can work on, not just be with that one, but being able to branch off and putting different things in your life. Don't get comfortable of being where you're at, even though you could be a billionaire, you know what I'm saying? But just allow yourself to go through different things. So you're trying something new and being able to know, what can I contribute that can really impact the world in a positive way, where you can just be, you're a jack of all trades. There's so many people that are doing that right now. And I'm like, hey, let me take notes. Okay. And being able to do that. So when you're creating something that is just like a beautiful scenery, it's like that's your utopia. Like, I got that, from the people I connected with, from the people that really understood me and I understood them. Look at what we created throughout that unity, going through all those different things. You're going to create something that you're going to love. You're a visionary, and you're placing that visionary, and you did allow yourself to stop dreaming and went on going all the way out just to make that your reality. You can dream all day, but it's just a choice. Are you going to keep dreaming, or are you going to allow those dreams to contribute to make that happen? It's not something that's easy. It's not going to happen overnight. There's going to be some people that's going to tell you, no, you can't do it. There's going to be people that say that they can't support you on that, or it can't happen, and that's that. You shouldn't allow what others say to do that, because a lot of times when that's being said to you is usually because they gave up on their situation, or they see that power in you, that drive in you, and they don't want to see you prosper. But you have to allow yourself to believe in yourself, knowing, they didn't just bring that type of vibration to you just to be able to, like, oh, see and say, they brought this to you because there's something they want you to be able to manifest yourself into, being able to create something, because you just don't know how far that would take. I was watching, what was it, Dahar Man? It was either Dahar Man or Jay Sheedy that had a video where this lady had rosacea, and a lot of people thought it was just like acne or sunburn and stuff like that. And she was saying that the makeup wasn't really, agreeing with her skin, and she wanted to be able to make a concept of creating her own makeup that with people that really struggle with that, the skin condition of rosacea. And, people just laughed at her and mocked her and all these different things, but it was a blessing to her husband. He supported her like no other. And that was just, I felt good to my soul seeing that he helped her. And when she least expected, now she's an author. That woman is banking. You know what I'm saying? She has done so many different things, and so many people praise her for that decision she had. And that could be just any one of us that's taking care of something like that. There's something that may disturb your spirit that you want a change in, a drastic change in. And when that's being changed, brought to your attention of like, hey, things need to get better. Hey, what can you do to try to put your vibration out there? And a lot of times when we don't see ourselves as that huge visionary, you don't like, what is my opinion going to mark the world like that? You really just don't know. Don't allow yourself don't make yourself look small. Don't self-doubt yourself. Those things are coming to you for a reason. Don't allow yourself to do that. When you allowing yourself to put all that work in and you're not giving up, and at times it can be to that point where things get quiet. You just don't get the response that you are just keep going. Don't give up on that opportunity of being a better person. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I would love to give a post notification shout out as Emerald 7, Bob Sanders, Queen Anderson, and Queen. I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and watch your videos that you sent to me. To go ahead and do it. It's just been crazy today. Pinky's Advice and G's Destiny and Divine Angel. Much love to you. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Drop a line. I would love to be able to, get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Always leave my contact information at the bottom. Is just for networking, or if you want to be able to discuss stuff with me you're not comfortable with putting here on YouTube, is to be able to chat with me one-on-one, and I'll try my best to help you out the way I possibly can, or give you the information you need to have a deeper understanding. So I hope y'all have a blessed, safe weekend. Happy Easter to everybody who's celebrates that, and I will see y'all in my next video. Much love. Peace.